Hey guys, this is Fantasia from the Mastery Math Lab, and today I'm going to be going over how to find the domain of a rational function. So here we have a problem that states, what is the domain of the function f of x equals x over x squared minus 2x minus 24. So what we need to remember here is that domain is going to be referring to our x values. So all possible x values we can have for the function. And when we have a rational function, there's going to be certain x values we can't have. And that comes from the fact that the denominator can't be equal to 0. So the denominator fraction just can't have 0. We can't divide by 0. So any x value that will give us 0 in the denominator, we can never include in our domain. So what we want to do is take our denominator, which is x squared minus 2x minus 24. And we can set it equal to 0, and those are going to be the values of x we can't have. In order to solve a quadratic, what we want to do here is factor it so that we can find our x values. So here this is going to factor into x plus 4 and x minus 6. And when we have two parts that are being multiplied together, if one of them is equal to 0, the whole thing will be equal to 0. So we can go ahead and just set x plus 4 equal to 0 and x minus 6 equal to 0. So here we'll get x equals negative 4 and x equals 6. So these are our x values we can't have in our domain. So we want to write everything else except for these values. So it might be easier to visualize this on a number line and write the values we just got, which were negative 4 and 6. So because we aren't including these values, we're going to have open circles here, and then we want to include everything else, so everything right here. And that's going to be our domain. So here we can see that it's going to start at negative infinity because this arrow keeps going. So our domain starts at negative infinity, which we never include because infinity isn't a real number. And then it's going to end at negative 4. We're not going to include negative 4. Then we're going to have a union, and we're going to write this middle section. That's going to start at negative 4 and end at 6. Which we don't include, and we're going to write another union and do this last piece. So we can see that it's going to start at 6, and then because the arrow keeps going, it's going to go all the way to positive infinity. So that's going to be our domain for this function and our final answer. I hope that helps, and if you still have trouble with this concept, feel free to reach out for additional help. Thanks for watching.